It's the middle of winter. Most days are cold, stark, and gray. But I am reminded of the beauty of this season after a snowfall. When the earth is covered with a blanket of white snow and the sun casts its shadow, revealing its brightness. During this time of year, everything seems to be dead, appearing as though there are no signs of life. But deep within the earth, life exists, waiting anxiously to burst through the surface as soon as Mother Earth decides to take her next breath. Last week, I escaped the cold temperatures of the north and headed south to the beach, trading snow for sand. My family had this trip planned for months, so it was nice to get away, even for just a short while. There's something so magical about the ocean, the way it transforms you, transporting you to another place and time. It felt so good to feel the warm sun on my skin again. It's restorative and healing listening to the waves crash, smelling salt in the air, and feeling the warm breeze move across your skin. Looking out over the sea, I am reminded how vast this world is, knowing that across miles and miles of ocean, there is more land and more people, just like you and me. Some who lovingly watch this channel. It made me feel all that much more connected, more alive. Since I've been back, I've been keeping my spirits lifted by making more herbal tea blends and planning for the next garden season. I now have some of my herbal teas available on my website, so check it out in the link below. One of my herbal blends, called Beam Me Up, is great for boosting men's libido and balancing hormones. It includes some powerful herbs that are known to be nature's Viagra. There's another called Free Radical that I especially crafted to reduce free radicals in the body. Because we live in a world that is full of toxins, exposed to radiation from our devices, poor diets, smoking, and chronic stress, our body produces too many free radicals and can't handle the overload, which can damage our DNA, our cells, and lead to health problems and disease. This tea is great for counteracting that. I have other medicinal tea blends that taste amazing and help reduce anxiety and relieve digestive issues. I hope to have more available for you soon, so stay tuned. Spring will be here before I know it. I have been planning my next garden season and getting more and more excited about what's to come. I took inventory of my seeds and ordered more from True Leaf Market. They have some of the best organic, non-GMO seeds that you can also buy in bulk. With the supply shortages taking place, it's a good idea to plan ahead and order your seeds now. I have new varieties of veggies that I will be growing this year, such as asparagus, artichokes, corn, and cabbages. I'll also be expanding my medicinal herb garden and adding fruit and nut trees such as pear, peach, cherry, mulberry, hazelnut, black locust, and grapes. I'll be trying new things this year, such as growing potatoes in pots, growing ginger, and mushrooms. Adding some hugelkultur beds and seeding new fields that we'll be adding swales to, so that we can best control water flow, and planting trees around the swales as a resource and for food, not only for us, but for some of the bees I'll be keeping this year. Something else new that I'll be starting soon. The bees love black locust trees, and the trees are also amazing at rot-resistant lumber and for creating fertile soil. I have been taking the time to gather all of my notes from last season, reviewing what I learned and what I want to explore this year. Sketching out my plans for the next season, figuring out where everything is going to go, and making sure that I have all of my supplies. So I picked up these 10, 20, 72 cell trays from Bootstrap Farmer. They are extra heavy duty trays. They are so unbelievable. That'll last me a long time. So I got a 5-pack of those, which came with the tray that has no holes in it. Super sturdy. So I got those. Just trying to get all of my materials because some things are already starting to sell out. This is a fantastic tool. One that I've already been using, started to use last year, shortly after we got here. This is a Japanese tool, and it is fantastic. It's like one of those all-purpose tools, and I just love it. And I got this at Bare Bones. This is a wonderful store that I've gotten a lot of my tools at. I just love all of their stuff, really good quality. A couple more that I got here, and I have some plant markers that I bought. These are actually just popsicle sticks, but I got a really good deal on a large pack of a few hundred. This is a rare book that I got at a flea market, A Guide to Wildflowers, and it's just this small little book. But I loved it. I fell in love with this book. And this is something that I plan on working more on this year, is just learning more about all the wildflowers. And it's just such a cool little find. I'm so happy I found it. And I just could not pass up on it. So this was a really good one. Though I like to have a loose plan in place, I try not to garden with rigid intentions. When I am co-creating with Mother Earth, I feel that it is best to be fluid, flexible, and be willing to go with the flow. I like to intuitively seed my garden, asking the plant where it would like to go. Entering the garden with love and with childlike play and wonder seems to produce the best results for me, as opposed to going into it with a hard and firm plan in place. The garden is a place of imagination, creation, love, and playfulness. It's a place that I go to feel restored, to feel whole, a place that is safe and full of hope. Collaboratively creating something so divine, so pure with Mother Nature herself. It brings me back to humble beginnings, making me feel at home within myself and with the world around me. And what a beautiful home it is.